Ever since I was little, I loved to run. I used to sprint home from school just so that my parents could see how fast I ran. I would always find excuses during recess to sprint around faster than everyone else just to show off. But it wasn't until high school that I decided to make something of myself and turn this love into a successful track career. While I expected my track career to start off with a bang, I quickly found out that simply loving to run does not immediately translate into being good at it. I began my sophomore year of high school, and I quickly found out that sprinting was too tough for me. It was then I decided to switch to distance running. Because I was never used to running for extremely long distances, I suffered an ankle injury and was rendered almost completely useless for my first track year. I was constantly struggling to keep up with my two closest friends, who both ran distance track as well. We always ran together during practices, and I was always trailing behind both of them, which really demotivated me. After so many weeks of running and not seeing the improvements I wanted, I began to question whether I was actually capable of doing this. Junior year was the start of something that could be great. I had some good races and showed that I had potential, but I still didn't stand out and much work was needed to be done. At the start of senior year, I decided to join the cross-country team. I decided that doing this would be perfect training for distance track later in the spring. It was during this season that I grew closer with my friend Ben. We always ran together, and I considered him my mentor as well as rival. He was much more experienced than me, and I looked up to him, and I could never beat him until now. I was showing massive improvement during cross-country, and it was here I finally was able to beat him. I was so proud of myself and was excited to finish the season off strong. Unfortunately, I came down with an illness that effectively took me out of the rest of the season. Although disappointing, I didn't lose hope because I knew the strength I had was inside all along, and I knew I could prepare for a great last season of track. I trained throughout the winter with Ben as we ran through our local park trails. It was freezing and many times quite difficult to get motivated to run in such temperatures, but we stuck it out knowing it would be worth it. All the hard work paid off. Now that I was properly conditioned, healthy, and injury-free, I was ready and determined to show everyone what I had. I amazed others and myself when I found out just how much I had improved. Many times I was leading the pack and proving to be a vital team member for many relays. I can't remember a meet where I wasn't running at least 2 events or more. I had a lot of support from my friends and family as they came to watch, take pictures, and cheer me on. Because I was part of more relays, I got to know more people on my very large team, and I was starting to become respected and acknowledged by many more people. I was even able to keep up with our best distance runner, and I even got a better time than him once, which for me was a huge deal. I may have not accomplished the goal of becoming better than him, but I sure proved to myself that I have what it takes to become as great as I want to. My hard work paid off. By the end of the season, I had accomplished much more than I could possibly imagine, and my teammates noticed. So much, in fact, that they actually voted me Most Improved, an award I will always cherish. It serves as a reminder that through all the doubt and difficulties, I pushed through and became the great track athlete that I always wanted to be.